welcome to the Farmcat.
Welcome back to another episode of the Farmcast. Today, we are going to be running down some things off the top of our head. But the first thing, we just got done with the PS5 PlayStation big announcement, big reveal, kind of. We'll talk about it. But the big PlayStation event, and yeah, let's just run it down. And the first
Can we start from the top? If you like GTA 5, well, be prepared because you're getting it fucking
Dude,
again.
What a bunch of fucking
yes!
What a bunch of shitheads they were to have a Rockstar logo come up. And for a second I'm like, no way.
Oh, GTA
no
6.
way.
Neat.
And then you see
Nah.
more GTA 5 gameplay and I'm just like, why are you doing this? Why are you fucking doing this?
Zach, you don't get it. It's for free.
Yes.
Everyone gets it for free.
It's free.
Oh,
Unlike Skyrim,
Well,
where you had to pay for it again and again.
Well, the Fortnite store already gave me it for free, so that was the dumbest way to start off. There were so many good games after that. Why did they start off with GTA 5? That was
Get it out of the way early.
I guess. Honestly, they were probably like, fuck it. But that was the
Everybody's favorite new launch title, GTA 5.
very first thing. And by the time it comes out, it's going to be like a decade old. Like, why? Like, cool. I think that just shows GTA 6 is going to be, like, still years away. Like, like, yeah, I guess if they're like, that's a big deal. Is like, hey, GTA 5. It's not even coming out at release. Like, come on. But that one pissed me off the most. But then Spider-Man game, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it looked cool.
Especially this year. That's fucking sick.
So what's the actual release date of the PS5?
Great
Didn't
question.
Boy. Oh, boy.
I wish I knew.
The biggest complaint is that watching this whole fucking thing, I'm waiting. All I want are two things. I want to see what it looks like, and I want price, release date. We got one of those. We see it looks like a router. But they did not give a price, and they did not give a release date, which is basically them saying, Xbox, put yours out. Like, so we can knock it down $50, knock it down $100, and release a week before. Like, that, I don't know. I think that's a funny business move. It's the right move.
Yeah, I completely understand why, but like to the people, it's like, all right, one of you guys has to cave because you can't just keep milking this out. Because once it comes to, I mean, they have games coming out for it.
Right, they literally need to put one out.
Yeah, the games are coming out this year for it. They need something out there eventually. They're not going to do it like, I mean, they could do it the week before, but like, I don't know.
Especially with pre-orders. They need a price to get pre-orders out.
Yep.
Why did they not put out a fucking... these motherfuckers know it's going to be like $800. Like, it's going to be a shit ton.
That'll be real tough.
The thing with the console itself that I'm most excited about, well, Kyle didn't watch it, so I'm breaking the news to Kyle too. But they have two different versions of the PlayStation 5. Like your regular one with the disc drive, and then they call it the PS5 Digital, which has no disc drive or anything. And I'm all here for it because I fucking hate discs.
Yeah, but like, why is that cheaper?
Great question.
We don't know. We don't know. Nobody knows.
Great question.
Because if it's not cheaper, what is the point?
Yeah, you can't even play Blu-rays on it, and that was like a big thing.
I'd assume it's going to be cheaper because it doesn't have their 4K Blu-ray thing, which I would never use anyways.
No, actually, I wouldn't either. So.
Yeah,
I still got PS4 for that.
If it's cheaper, I'll consider it, but I don't know. I feel safety with the disc drive.
Yeah, I don't know. I like having the physical disc just because it's like, I don't know, I guess nostalgic, Like, yes, I got a new game. It's in my hand. It's just, and it's like the art on the covers is just nice to look at too.
Yeah, and then you
never
never
they're cool to collect.
And then you just hold on to the games and you never trade it in. And then you look at your stack of games and you say, why do I still have Watch Dogs? That's me. That's why I kind of like, I don't know. I haven't got as many.
I think I finally got over that because I used to be like that, especially with Xbox 360 and PlayStation 2 and everything. I was really big on like having the actual physical cartridge, but nowadays I just don't care. And I don't mind. It clears up a bunch of room and I don't have to hear the PlayStation 5 absolutely chug when it has a disc in there. And I don't know if you guys ran into this issue as much as I did, but my disk drive on my PS4 worked awfully. So
That's
I'm not
another
too mad
good
about
point.
getting rid of that thing either.
Oh, that's a really good
It can
point.
go. It can go.
I don't know, like, how do you mean it worked awfully? Like,
Oh, have you
It
not
would
had
just
the
eject
problems?
my discs in the middle of the night and wake me up like every other night.
no, I've never had that problem. I have had Overwatch. That's the only physical game I own, and I have had that in my PlayStation for about 3 years. And it's just
Holy
never come out.
shit.
Yeah.
That's
The
the
only
only physical.
I had Battlefront 2, and then I gave it to my sister's boyfriend, but
I
yeah.
think the only physical copy of any game I own in general is Pokemon for Switch. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't own a single physical game.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I don't
I
have to worry
purged.
about it.
I
I don't
purged.
have to worry about it. Like, it's just a very minuscule thing, but if I want to play a different game, I just hit the PlayStation button, scroll over, hit X twice, and I'm there.
That's
yeah. I mean, yes, I don't know. When it comes to consoles, I just like having the cartridge or disc. Like for my Switch, all the first party titles I have on the cartridge, just because they're first party titles, they're fine. Like other third party titles for the Switch is just digitally because I don't care. But like when it comes to my PC, everything's digital. I don't really like think anything of it. So I'm like, I don't know why there's a difference between the two, because realistically they're the same thing.
See, for the Switch, I'm starting to go digital only because those cartridges are so goddamn small. I'm afraid of losing them or breaking them. Yeah.
And they taste terrible. People forget
They do.
That's a big one. Like, if I can't be sucking on the cartridge, what's the point?
No, seriously.
Just suck on the Switch.
Yeah, seriously. Give me that Joy-Con.
Yeah. But, yeah, I don't know. I was kind of pissed off they didn't show the prices. Like, come on. But I get it. It's a business thing. But
Yeah,
some
they're
of the...
definitely just waiting to one-up each other.
Some of these games, though, oh boy, are some of them look really good.
See, this is all right. You share your piece, and I'll share my opinions. I guess.
Share just like the games I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
Okay. So Spider-Man, the new Ratchet and Clank looks really fucking cool. It looks like they took Ratchet and Clank. They're like, you know what is another good game? BioShock Infinite. Let's just do that. Because they've got like that dimensional gameplay where you can like bring things from a different dimension in. I thought that looked so sick. Looks awesome, and I like the one on PS4. There's a game called Project Athia. They didn't show anything besides like a couple clips. It looked interesting. It's designed exclusively for the PS5. It's a fun way of saying it's not an exclusive, so I thought that was kind of interesting.
Question. Not to cut you off, but because we're talking about like these games and everything and getting excited about launch titles, I can't remember the last time a launch title was good. Like outside of Nintendo games, I feel like launch titles are trash, especially the PlayStation 4, because everybody's favorite game, Order 1886.
That wasn't a launch game.
Yeah,
it was.
Order 1886 was not a launch game.
It was a launch game.
Yeah, it was.
A launch game.
Yep.
Really?
I can
okay.
confirm.
I don't remember that one. I remember Killzone. I played Killzone. That was a good game.
But I feel like nobody remembers any of those games. I get, they're like 6 years old by this point, but like, I just don't remember launch games ever being, because they were trash.
Well, not all of them are launch games. They didn't really specify which ones are launch or not.
I consider like if it's releasing within the first like 2 months, I'm calling that a launch game.
See, the reason why they didn't specify, I think, is just because they don't know when the system's coming out.
Yeah.
Like
because the earliest is like holiday 2020, and then the rest is 21.
That's what they all like. Spider-Man, though, if that's a launch game, holy shit, what a great game to launch with. Oh man.
Like or NBA 2K21, also a great game.
We'll get to that. We will.
I'll tell you what.
It will be a launch game.
I really do want to talk about 2K. Actually.
Okay.
Because I actually remember, and this is gonna sound crazy, but I have such a good memory of when 2K14 dropped when the PlayStation 4 did. That jump in graphics from Xbox 360 to PlayStation 4 when I was playing 2K14 for the first time was like the most mind-blowing thing ever. I sat there, played the demo while the rest of the game downloaded with my brother. I couldn't even believe what I was seeing. So I hope to God they can recapture some of that magic for me, because that was amazing.
Well, good news. They are, because they showed a teaser, a little teaser with everyone's favorite basketball player, Zion, and you have no idea how good this sweat looks on him. No idea.
Oh boy,
You are going to be blown away when you see this.
If you want to watch people that look like they just jumped into a pool, well, 2K is your game.
Right.
My favorite thing about every 2K release is whenever they hype it up and they compare the graphics from one year to the next, all they do is make all their player models in the commercials look really, really sweaty. And then in the actual game, they don't have that sweat and they just look like matte faces.
Yep.
Yeah.
But man, 2K loves sweat.
So the way they announced it was, it's just Zion, and you can tell it just had a green screen behind him. They're like, just send us a green screen video of you saying, here's a teaser to 2K. And that's what he did. And then it goes to him. It's just him. It's this full cinematic, not even close to being gameplay. Just shining on his sweaty face. You can see inside his fucking pores. And it's like 20 seconds of him. He just shoots the ball and like runs out of the practice court. Why did you do that? Why did you think it was important to show that?
2K's sick.
It is so fucking stupid.
The thing is, they're acting like they weren't going to make another 2K ever with this, and then all of a sudden they're just going to drop it like, guess what, guys?
New
2K's
teaser.
coming back.
We know you're waiting
no
on
shit,
the
it's
edge.
coming back.
2K?
2K's always going to come back.
You know we know you've been waiting on the edge of your seat for 2K21. Well, here it is. But the thing is, that audience that they're aiming for is so fucking brain dead that they aren't going to notice the difference. They're going to say, yeah.
They don't care. They don't care about the graphics.
Yeah,
The only thing I care about is the face scan. When they just look shitty, that's fine.
Yeah, right. Like, I don't know what they're fucking...
2K was them trying to upgrade their face scan technology. What a
Well, they
waste.
still do a piss poor job.
Yeah, but it won't even let me make an absolute disgrace of a human being. Like, let me make just a porridge to God. I want to make I want to make something that is downright sacrilegious, like it's straight out of like a Lovecraftian horror.
I tried for about 3 hours on this year's 2K to try to get this bobblehead of Hank Aaron to be my face scan, and it just simply would not take it.
I got my bobblehead of Eric Thames to go, and it just still didn't even look that weird. Nothing will ever beat NBA 2K17 when I literally made my guy look like his head was essentially a snail, and his mouth was just this. Imagine my hand just all scrunched together, and then his two eyeballs were completely out of his head. That is what I want to be making my basketball player look like.
Jesus. But yeah.
The game that I was actually most surprised by, well, I guess maybe not surprised that like it was released, but games that I'm generally not into that looked really good was Resident Evil 8.
That was the biggest shocker of like how they announced that.
They said Village. I'm like, okay, that's a game, and then all of a sudden they pan out, and then it says Resident Evil Village. And I'm like, oh shit, this is Resident Evil.
I was also like talking shit about that game too, and then it just like zooms out. It's like Resident Evil 8. I'm like, oh fuck, oh my god, yeah, that was like the coolest like reveal of like, oh, okay, I guess I don't even give a shit about those games, but looks cool.
Yeah.
See, I wanted to bring up the Stray game, the cat game.
Cat.
That was
Cat Simulator.
The first shot was the most corny thing I've ever fucking seen, because they had that robot with the cat, and then you just see graffiti on the wall that said "R.I.P. humans." It's just like,
hell yeah.
Did you really have to spell it in front of us that humans are gone? Like, you couldn't have just not had that. So I just fucking laughed when I saw that. I was just like, shut the fuck up. But literally, that is a cat simulator game.
I think it could be really cool, Stray. I think it could be really cool, but they didn't give us any idea of what the fuck is going on in that game.
No.
You could tell
You're
like,
just
what kind
a
of-
cat.
What kind of tone is it going for? Like a comical tone?
No, it
or-
seemed like a dystopian.
no, it
future.
doesn't even seem dark.
Yeah.
It just seems
Yeah.
like there's robots
You're-
and they're literally
and-
normal. They're
and you're a
just
cat.
normal. It's
You're a
not. It's
cat
not
just
dark.
hanging out.
Humans, R.I.P. to them though.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it
not
didn't-
cats though.
It didn't really
Rest
have
in
a tone.
Dorothy. Get it?
Oh, that's true. There's also, I know, Fenner, we talked about that Returnal, the Alien, the space third-person shooter.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Wow,
That looked very cool.
that looked like Chris Nolan found out how to make a game.
Mhm.
So that was sick. Sackboy's Big Adventure.
Sackboy.
Oh man, this
I
is
saw
the one.
Sackboy. I'm like, oh
This
shit.
is the one I put a star next to.
Who?
Sackboy. This
The
is
guy
the
from
game
Little Big Planet.
Yeah,
Oh.
this is the game I put a
Sackboy.
star next to because, wow, this game looks awesome. You can tell they're kind of like, I'm glad like they're doing like a spin-off of Little Big Planet, but like having like a third-person game like that looks so cool. Or like a 3D like that. It literally looks like they're trying to make Mario Odyssey. There was actually there was a scene
exactly what
where
I
like
thought.
I think they like literally copied and pasted like from one of the worlds from Mario Odyssey, and I was honestly looks awesome. He even has a boomerang instead of the hat. Like I don't think they're trying to hide it. I think they're like, yeah, this is Mario Odyssey except on PlayStation. That's the game I'm
And
most
you're
excited.
Mm.
And you're Sackboy.
Yeah.
That was the game I was most like. I put a goddamn star next to that. There's this game that I think is going to be trash called Destruction All Stars.
Oh,
Oh,
I saw
God.
that.
That
And I just
Looks
skipped
terrible.
right past it. I was
That-
behind like 15 minutes, so I just skipped
Yeah.
past that one. I'm like, fuck this.
Dude, I thought like when it first started, whatever, because like the cinematic and everything like looked good. Like obviously it's gonna look good, you know. And then it just kept being a demolition derby
Dude.
with different vehicles, and I was like, "Is this all this stupid game is?"
Dude, I literally wrote down next to it Fortnite plus Rocket League.
Yeah, I'm watching that right now, and that is exactly what it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like they were like, what are the two most popular games right now? Huh. Fortnite. Well, fuck, we can't just take Fortnite. What else? Rocket League.
Says you.
Fortnite
So
Rocket League.
we'll put Fortnite into cars, and we got a game.
Yeah. So, yeah, I thought that game looked hilariously
That
bad.
is
Like
the
a
most
big ass.
launch title looking game I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's like,
All it is the gameplay will not be exciting at all for more than 2 hours. It'll be really nice looking and show off the graphics, and that'll be it. It'll be done. Kaputs.
yeah. There was a reason they didn't show any of that fucking gameplay, because I can't imagine that is gonna like run the way they think it does. So I thought that looked fucking garbage. Ghostwire Tokyo looks. My only note on that was very spooky. Looks kind of scary. Looks cool. Solar Slash. It looks like
Solar
Rhyme.
Ash, I thought. Yeah, it looked like
Yeah.
Journey and like Rhyme
Yeah,
together.
I think it. I didn't see who the publishers were. I think it's made by the Rhyme people because it looks exactly like Rhyme.
Yeah, it looks very similar.
What was the game with young Hanzo?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I
Like
didn't write
Koala
that. I didn't write
like
that fucking game down. I didn't write that.
Oh,
shit. Young
well,
Hanzo.
like the
That's, I know exactly what you're talking about. Now.
yeah.
I don't fucking know. It looked really fucking boring. I didn't care to even acknowledge it.
It reminded me of Pikmin when you like get the little like the little fur balls that just follow you around. Is that the game you're talking about?
You're talking about Bug Snacks. I was just gonna talk
No,
about Bug.
no, not that one. Not the same guys that made Octodad. I think it's the bow and arrow person, like the chick.
Yep.
I think
Yep.
with the little fur balls that like follow her around.
Oh,
Yeah.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah.
Well,
No, that's not it.
I don't remember, honestly. I probably like was on my
Yeah, it
phone
just
because
reminded me of
it was
Pikmin
boring.
because you'd like save those little fur balls and then just follow you around. I'm like, oh, this is just upgraded graphics Pikmin.
Oh no, I don't think you guys are talking about the same thing. I know what you're talking about now, Becker.
Yeah,
It was
we're
literally.
talking about.
Oh, you
Yeah,
guys
it's-
are. Okay.
it's the game made by the two brothers.
Yes. Yep.
Oh,
the game
yeah.
about.
The two brothers
brothers.
that argue.
Brothers
Yeah.
argue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that one was actually not bad. I was thinking of some other shit. I don't know what I was. Bug snacks. Did you guys catch any of the bug snacks? The Octodad?
Yeah, like fucking stupid.
Looks fucking hilarious, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know.
That shit looks funny. You can literally become Pickle Rick in there if you eat the pickles.
What?
I don't know. It does look really stupid, but it looks like the kind of stupid that would be funny as hell.
Mm-hmm.
The new Demon Souls, I guess. Kind of.
I don't know what that is in the first place. It just looked like a game.
It was like the first Dark Souls. Like,
oh really?
Yeah.
Dark Souls type game or just?
I'm pretty sure they're like
yeah.
related. They were made by the same software, I'm pretty sure, or the same publisher. I think. I don't know a whole ton. This isn't like, it's not a game I'm exactly excited for. Look, it's
I think
cool.
you guys need to look at the picture I just put in the text chat. It's of Seto Kaiba, except his uniform is the PlayStation 5.
Just going back to like the PlayStation 5 in general, or do you have anything else about games?
I was just gonna. The last game I was gonna bring up was Deathloop. Looks amazing. Like,
which one was that?
That's the arcane one where they go back in time. They're stuck in a loop. The two assassins.
Oh, yep. Okay.
Wow.
See, the only game that really like caught my interest was Horizon Forbidden West. Just because I played the first one,
right,
and I really liked the first one. I'm like, they're definitely making a second one.
Mm-hmm.
And all the games, most of the games look very good. None of them grab my attention as if I want to play them.
Really?
Not a single one was like, I want to play this game. Like that Returnal game. No, like I don't know. Just didn't.
Ratchet and Clank?
No, I just did not want anything a part of it. I was like, okay, it's a game, but I have no interest in playing.
What about Deathloop?
I don't know. It's by Bethesda, so I might give it a chance, but I'm like, I don't know. It doesn't really pique my interest. The only one that did was Horizon Forbidden West.
Wow, that's a take.
That was the only game.
Horizons. Going back to Jelly Donuts.
Right.
I feel like I do. I don't know. None of those games like piqued my interest. I mean, if I end up buying some and playing them, I might like them. But
did you see the Sack? What's his name? Sackboy.
I did see Sackboy. Yeah, I did see Sackboy.
Oh come on! Come on!
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
shocked.
yeah, it could be a good game. I just wouldn't play it.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, but that's really all I had about the games. There's just like one that actually I look forward to. Which even so, they were releasing Horizon Zero Dawn for PC if they didn't already. So I'm just saying, like, well, I feel like they're going to release that one for PC too eventually.
They're releasing it for PC?
Well, Horizon Zero, the first one, they are releasing for PC if they didn't already. So my assumption is eventually they're going to release that one for PC as well.
Damn.
And if that's the only game, I mean, granted, God of War is going to come out for the PS5 eventually, so I'll eventually get a PS5. I know it won't be at launch. I'll say that.
I'm surprised they didn't say. Oh, you can go, Kyle.
I was just gonna say, I know. I'm looking at the release games, or at least the games that they announced right now, and there's not a whole lot that's piquing my interest a ton right now, released off the jump. And I'm still probably going to try to get it as soon as humanly possible.
Oh,
right.
Because I'm an idiot, but I don't know. It's just one of those things, like, I just want to always have it as soon as I physically can.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially if the rumors, which they didn't announce this, which has me nervous, that it's going to be backwards compatible with PS4. If that's
that would
true,
have been a nice thing to put that.
That's a big selling point. And what actually, I don't know what else. I was kind of surprised they didn't announce that they didn't announce any version of like The Last of Us Part 2 on PS5.
I think going to the backwards compatibility, I'm pretty sure they are.
Oh god.
The games will be backwards compatible. However, the games that are coming out for the PS5 will not be available for the PS4. Because that was the biggest thing too with the previous previous generation. They would have to develop the same game for PS3 and PS4, which completely limits their creativity and what they can do in the game.
Right.
And how powerful the PS5 is in comparison to the PS4. It's essentially impossible to create the same game for both and being like a decent game on both platforms. So
Right.
it is backwards compatible, I think, from a previous, I guess, direct. I know that's not the right word for it, or like announcement. But any PS5 game
sure?
that comes out, well,
I feel like that would have been bigger news.
Wow, Zion
I
looks
think
very
I think they already mentioned it before.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure it is backwards compatible. But any PS5 game that comes out will not be coming out for PS4. They're just like cutting development for PS4.
Okay.
Fair.
Damn. Yeah.
I would assume.
I like that though. Go all in. Fuck
Yeah.
it.
No, what I was gonna bring up before, like, do you guys like have an idea of what you think the price would be? Like, what would you be okay? Like, the highest price you would be okay paying for?
I'm a
right
sucker.
away.
Right away. Yeah. No, I'm a sucker too.
I'm a sucker.
It also changes for me because
Well, it depends though.
The leaked price is like what was it, like $750, $800 or something like that?
That's what I saw.
That's never gonna sell.
I've
I
seen
mean, it will, but-
so many leaked prices that
Right.
I don't know.
But the thing is,
Let me finish. Just
Okay.
a second.
okay.
Shut the fuck
I'd be
up, Nick.
okay. I'd be okay at $700 if it came with the remote, a controller, the headset, and the HD camera that they had in the video.
I agree.
What is the camera?
It's just like an HD like streaming camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
So
so
like
smart.
that's the thing. They didn't say if those would be included. Those was just like the
Which
first
was
party.
weird.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's like include it. Like say you're going to include it. Like yeah, the PS5 comes with the camera, 2 controllers, the charging station, the headset, the camera.
And the remote. The remote.
Yeah, and the remote.
That's
If
pretty
it came
sick.
with all of that, I would pay $700.
I could see. Yeah, if it was like 800, I'm like, well, that's very reasonable. You're getting all
Yeah.
this shit for it.
But
Yeah.
here's what I don't get, and maybe not necessarily don't get, but here's what I feel like would be the smarter thing to do. That's probably why they haven't announced a price, because they are waiting for Xbox. But if you really just if you take an L on making money on the console itself, you're gonna sell so many more, and you are just gonna flood the market
Yeah.
and get.
Well, that's exactly
That's what they
that's
did
exactly
last
what the
time.
Switch did.
Yeah.
The Switch, like when you with Joy-Cons, I don't know about the Switch itself, but I know Joy-Cons specifically, they take like a $10 cut on every pair of Joy-Cons they sell. And I think the Switch itself, at launch at least, they were losing money. And where they make all their money is their games. And that's how they survive.
They take a cut on the Joy-Cons?
Yes.
Which is very funny because they're notoriously shitty.
They're so fucking expensive. Holy
Yeah, and
shit.
they take a cut on those.
Wow. Unbelievable. Fuck them. Like, thanks, but like, God, those are already so expensive. Wow.
And plus, it doesn't help that Nintendo never has deals on their first-party titles
Right,
ever. So
I was gonna bring that up in the last complaint cast. We just didn't have time to get to it. I am very annoyed by the fact they never, ever put their
never.
stuff on sale.
Yeah.
They finally I just saw Mario fucking Tennis on sale for the first time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I bet it was like $10 off too. I bet it wasn't
Yeah,
even like,
I don't
It's not a
remember
lot.
because I don't want it anyways because it's not a fun like. I'm never buying that game, but like you really couldn't make Mario Odyssey $40 for like fucking 2 days,
Right.
really?
Or fucking the game I've been keeping my eye on is Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. It was out on the Wii U and it's still like a $50 game on Switch, even though it's like 6 years old.
Donkey Kong Frozen Ape.
Yeah. But to get back to your question, Fenner, of like how much would you pay for one? Honestly, and this shouldn't be the right consumer mentality, I would pay anything. Anything under 1,000, honestly. Like, I know I'm gonna play it consistently for a couple years. It's a big investment, but if it's really the quality that they say they are, and it looks like it's going to be, if it's 800, I'm gonna end up I'm gonna say no, not right away. And then once the hype comes around October, November, December,
I'll be buying
I'm a
it
fucking
immediately.
idiot. Yeah, right. Like,
Dude, after, like, I was a firm believer is I probably wasn't going to buy one at launch because I have a PC. I still have my PlayStation 4.
Right.
And I don't think all my friends are going to get it at launch. So it's like I still want to be able to play PlayStation with them. But as soon as I watched like the 1 hour show was done, I was like, God damn, I wish I could pre-order it right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was exactly. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's like 600, and I hate the fact I have to hope for that. Like, if these leaks are that true,
It would not surprise me if it was less than $600. It wouldn't surprise me.
you.
No,
No,
I
it
don't
wouldn't
think
surprise
so.
me either.
Yeah.
Really?
I can see it being like 550 and like 500 for the digital one, and then 550 or 575. Well, no, it'd probably be 550.
If it's 500, I will be so happy. Oh my god. But then I'm nervous about like how much of an upgrade is it. But I guess like I don't know. I don't know the market. I don't know how it works.
I was gonna say, you have to think, like me, a 24-year-old with a well-paying job, still living at
Sick
home.
brag.
I can personally afford to pay $1,000 for it. But I
Yeah.
don't think a lot of people, like, especially for a lot of like parents buying it for their kids, they're gonna want to spend $1,000 on a new console.
Yeah.
$800, you know.
Mhm.
I feel
No,
like
and that's
if-
why I don't think it's going to be that much. I really don't.
Yeah. Yeah, because when it comes to it, I assume they're gonna take a loss on these consoles or starting off at launch. There's no way they're gonna make money on these consoles.
It would be
It's all-
dumb to.
Well, I know, because then you just charge so much more money for it, and then no one's gonna buy it. So
Yeah.
all your obviously gonna take a loss. It's just depending how much of a loss do they want to take.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. God, do I hope you guys are right, because like think about all the grandmas who are gonna, or like moms that are gonna like try to buy their kids like the new gaming station, and then they go and they see it's $700.
They're like, fuck
Well,
that.
how
and they're
much-
like, Fortnite ain't worth it. Fuck it.
How much was the PS4 when it came out at launch? Wasn't it close to like 500?
It was
No,
400.
$299.
No, it was 400.
No, it was $299. The PS3 was
No, the
$399.
PS4 was $400.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it was.
Well,
I would have
there's
remembered.
one
if it
way
was
to
I think it was,
check.
too.
Oh, yeah, it was 400. 300, what a fucking deal. It wouldn't have been a question in my mind.
PS4 launch price was $400.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
I apologize. I was wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
So I can see it being like 500, 550, possibly 600.
And I think that's a fair price.
I don't think they're gonna let it touch 600. They'll do 599 or something. I
Well,
don't think
yeah,
they're gonna let it
obviously,
over
but-
600.
Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting. I'm
So
glad
all
I know
this,
what it looks like.
So all this PlayStation talk, it got me thinking about games in general, and I kind of wanted to ask this to you guys, just a little bit of a shift here. What was your peak online gaming experience?
Like what I was best at.
What you just enjoyed
Yeah.
the most, whether it was on PS4, 360, whatever it was. Like what was your number one thing? Because I had a tough time thinking about this myself, and it's between, honestly, like current COD. I do like current COD, but like I don't know if it's ever gonna match the nostalgia of like Halo 3 custom games or Modern Warfare 2 or anything like that. Like that.
Are you talking strictly online? I don't know.
Yeah,
if
just
you
like
said
online gaming.
online.
experience.
Minecraft, no doubt.
Okay.
That's fair.
Minecraft on 360.
Those were good days. I played a lot of Minecraft.
I played a
too.
shit ton of Minecraft.
I'm gonna eliminate Minecraft just by default, only because like I would have to choose that. I want to have more fun with my answer. It's a tie. It's a tie between Black Ops 2 and Overwatch.
Ooh, Overwatch. I think
Overwatch.
for this generation of
yeah.
consoles, I think Overwatch is probably number one for me.
Yep.
I didn't even think of Overwatch, but like just
It has to be
thinking
damn near Overwatch.
in my head of how disgusting it is, of how much time I've spent on
Yeah.
that game. Like that game, like what for me, the reason I didn't even think of it is because I haven't played it like consistently in over a year.
Mhm.
At least
Yeah.
like over a year. But no, what I was gonna say was as much as we shit on Madden last
Oh.
episode or however long ago it was, dude, like in middle school days, me and Kyle just grinding Madden Ultimate Team like every single day after school was so much fun. It was
Oh,
so
yeah.
much fun.
Oh yeah. No, I had such a good time with that, and that actually gets me thinking in general. Like sports games, this generation of consoles was fire, and like in the sense of you could do so much more like with your friends than you ever could before. Because it used to be, it was just like, oh, you know, if your online experience would just be, hey, play me 1v1. But like doing online franchises in Madden, as much as I like to shit on the Pro-Am and 2K, it's still a lot of fun to get you and your pals all together and just playing on the same court, 5v5. That shit was a blast at its best.
Yeah.
But I do think this generation is Overwatch, because there is nothing better than when you're just in an insane team fight. Your whole team is your boys. You're not even talking anymore because there's just too much action on your screen. The PS4 can barely even keep up with it.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's peak.
Yeah.
It has literally
Nothing more
been
satisfying.
That's the closest I've been to like the 360 like Black Ops 2 days, where it's just fun and like it's just one more game before work, one more game, and you're inching it out by the minutes just to get one more before like going to work or something. Oh my god.
When Zombies was hitting at first, that shit was wild.
Yeah.
That's why I think Black Ops 2 is tied with it, because that was like at like the peak of like my YouTube too. So I was like playing with subscribers, and like that was fun as hell.
So another one that is, it's not embarrassing for me, but it's embarrassing how much the game has fallen off, like in the public eye and just like amongst my friend group or our friend group. And if I wasn't as good at this game, it might not be up there, but Kyle can attest. Kyle was also very good at it. But Apex Legends for like the first 3 or 4 months was so much fun. It was such a good
Buddy.
game.
Buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Why did that game even fall off?
Because
Dude,
they never updated it, and they never supported it in time. And it
like
was,
I got to max level like relatively quick on that game.
yeah.
And it was, what would you say, after launch, when did they add the battle pass? Because once you got to level 100,
I want to say about
anything.
4 months later.
Yeah, there was nothing to like progress to. You didn't earn anything extra. Like at least once you got like, I think it was up to like level 40. Up until level 40, you got Apex. Yeah, you know, there was just nothing for you. And it just got super stale. And then when they did add it, it was super underwhelming. It wasn't very cool.
Yeah.
And then they changed to a different map, which was one of their big like advertising points, was that we're going to have new maps. Unlike Fortnite, we aren't just going to change the map. We're going to add a new map. And the new map they added was fucking terrible.
It was like visual diarrhea. There's just so much on the screen, so many different colors. It's almost
way too much
impossible.
going on.
You can't differentiate. Like I think what made the first map so great was the simplicity, and it was just easy to know where you were in relation to anything else. Everything was visually nice. It wasn't hard. It didn't literally hurt my eyes. But when it was cooking, man, that was a good time. Benner and I ran Skulltown like you couldn't believe.
I was going to say, I only played that for like a month, but I loved it. I just don't know why it like just stopped.
Yeah, like that was like, I'm not a big fan of that like that genre of game, like Battle Royale. I'm just not very good at them. But for Apex, I felt like I was okay at it. Like I was better at that game than all the other ones.
Yep.
So I'd be more inclined to play that one, but yeah, I guess everyone just stopped. So
me too. Little support
play by myself.
I think part of the magic were those 2 big dinosaurs in the background.
Oh,
that was part of the. You had no idea the lore. Why are they there? It's fucking awesome, man.
It was like the mechanics in that game were so good. Like the sliding mechanic, you would just continue to slide down a hill. Like, why is that not in every single VR game ever?
That might be my favorite game as far as just like first-person shooter movement. It's moving around is a treat.
Yes.
And didn't they also like introduce like pinging items and shit?
Yeah.
Yes.
There were a lot of
huge
things that like would change like what Battle Royales would do.
Yeah.
Plus bringing people back.
Yeah,
I think that was the first one.
First. Yeah, that's
right.
Good call.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah.
They deserve way more respect than like because that game
came out of nowhere too. There was no advertising for it pre-launch. All of a sudden, just every one of your favorite streamers was playing it one day, and I'm like, what the fuck is this game? You know?
I think that's the new way to advertise games. Give a
definitely.
shit ton of money to Twitch streamers. Don't
Look
run
at
ads on
Valorant.
YouTube. Yes, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
Who would ever be even talking about that game if it weren't for all the streamers just getting paid? When they are called influencers, it's for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. That also makes me think, do you guys think Valorant's gonna be like the next game if it isn't already?
I don't.
I don't know. I gotta play it myself, and we can play it on PC now, so I do want to try it.
I never got into CS:GO. I played it a couple times. I was also super late to the party, but it just like from watching videos or streams of people playing CS:GO and then also Valorant, it just looks very similar.
It looks a lot more fun than CS:GO.
It does look a ton.
Well,
more
what
fun.
is Valorant? Because when I think of Valorant, it just reminds me of like Overwatch.
It's essentially
CS:GO and
the
Overwatch.
love child of CS:GO and Overwatch.
Yeah, that's like
which
is cool. So fuck it, you know.
But no, we can play it now. I think it's more of an open beta, so I would like to try that out.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned, boys.
But yeah, I just thought of that when we were talking about how like Overwatch ran this generation. Maybe Valorant will run the next. I don't know.
Who knows?
Fuck it.
Dude, also, like much more recently, I wish I would have gotten in on Rocket League earlier, but Rocket League's a sick game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when it comes to playing casually, I'm
Love
good
it,
because I can
casually.
get parried by Al. But when we go competitive, we suck ass because I drag us down.
What are you gonna do?
Well,
That's the thing,
Not
though.
much
Like,
I can do.
even if you like, I'm not by any means like super good at that game.
Well,
But I
to
am-
me, you're
I'm better
to
than
me,
Becker.
you're like a professional.
I'm better than Becker, but like, it's still fun for me to play with somebody who's not that good. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a super fun game.
yeah. Well, no need to worry. We won't be playing much Rocket League anymore. We'll have Destruction All Stars, so
Yeah.
no need to worry.
Yes.
God,
Yeah,
I
screw
think
the
this-
ball. We'll just hit each other. That's
That game just looks so
That's
good.
what Becker likes to do, anyways. Is just run
Yeah.
into me. So
yeah.
Watch as we're talking about like the next generation's like online game. Watch it be Destruction All Stars. Like it's a sick.
Yeah, what if
game.
that game was fire?
Oh man, that'll be the funniest thing.
That game
That'll
just
be the
gives me
funniest
like ARMS vibes, like on the
I was
Switch.
just gonna say, how the
Like that
fuck
art-
did, dude?
The art style looks just like ARMS.
I was when you were talking about like
That's
comparing.
not a compliment.
Oh yeah, when you're talking about like comparing it to like Nintendo, I just thought I'm like, why do I feel like this is like ARMS PlayStation?
Yeah, it
ARMS?
looks just like
'Cause
ARMS.
it's just gimmicky. Like it's just a gimmicky game.
But unlike Destruction All Stars, people actually like ARMS. I
People
feel
do
like.
ARMS. Yeah.
So
I don't
with,
think anyone's gonna like Destruction All Stars.
with Destruction All Stars, I feel like that game mode or that game would be a better like mini game or game mode or something
In
like
Rocket
in a
League.
game or Rocket League. Yeah, you know,
It literally.
the way that can be the entire game.
Yeah.
Yep.
It has to be a free game. It
Oh.
has to be.
If it's
No,
not-
they're gonna charge $50 for that sucker.
Oh man, you guys
Oh,
remember that game that actually launched with Overwatch? It was supposed to be like adult Overwatch because they don't like the cartoony stuff. They like the real.
Boy.
It flopped. It really flopped. I forgot
Dude,
What was that one called again?
have you seen that
I don't
Overwatch
remember.
Odessa?
Was it no Outlaws?
Lawbreakers.
Lawbreakers.
Lawbreakers. Yeah.
That game.
I played
Oh,
that game. I played that game for a little
I'm gonna
while.
be honest. It looked really good. I'm just happy it flopped.
It just didn't play well. It just
Okay.
didn't play well at all.
Yeah, because it looked pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting going forward. You guys got any more gamer talk? We're on a gamer stream. I don't want to completely cut us off if you guys got any more thoughts.
I don't know. Trying to think if I'm gamered out or not.
Well, you can never be gamered out, so.
That's true.
Well, I know.
Imagine
Well, actually, I'm not really gamered out because I know the new COD update just launched.
Battle Pass. Dude, the three new things that they added to Warzone are fucking cool. They are very cool ideas.
What they had?
One of them, let me see. I just want to make sure I get the names
Must have been
right.
real cool.
I was
then.
just playing a little bit, so while Fenner does that, I can talk about it a little bit. So they added what's called a it's like a I don't know the exact name of it, but it's like a 1 minute period where everything in the the little stores that are around the map, everything in the stores are like $800.
That one's called fire sale.
Fire sale.
These things are called events, and one of them happens each game. Sorry, go on.
So in the fire sale, like everything would be dirt cheap in those stores. So you just have all these people coming over and fighting for the little store areas because there's like free self revives you can get, $800 UAV, yada yada yada, and it was just crazy.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds
And-
cool.
Oh shit! Why can't I find it? But
Sorry.
well, I was gonna say. So that's like what. So one of these events. There are 3 events. One of them is what was it? What was that just called?
Fire sale.
Fire sale. Yep. Where everything is super cheap. You can revive people for free.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then the other one that I think is the coolest one is called Jailbreak. So sometime between the first circle and the gulag closing, like say if your entire team dies or you're just dead and your team doesn't have enough money to buy you back, it's called Jailbreak, and when this one happens, everybody who's dead and still in the lobby gets brought back.
That's pretty cool. That's
which
pretty
is cool
sick.
as hell.
Yeah.
Because it's like
That's madness.
the worst part about a battle royale is dying and not being able to play.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
Trust me, I know.
Yeah.
more ways to get people back into the game, which I'm all here for.
Yeah. Adds more entertainment, more exciting.
Yeah,
That is pretty
get
cool.
higher skill games.
See, that was the thing too. Like when Fortnite, like when it first came out and everything, there is nothing worse than you being the only one to die right after you guys drop, and then you got to sit there for 20-something minutes while your buddies finish up the match.
Take 4th place. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
Especially-
nice thing about Warzone is because of that gulag.
Yeah.
Gulag, it costs you. The money is very attainable to get somebody back.
Mhm.
Like there are countless opportunities to get somebody back.
Honestly, the buddy system in Warzone in general, that makes that game mode so damn good. And I think right now that's easily the best battle royale that's ever come out.
I think is the second best. But first is kind of cheating. Tetris 99. I think that's the best. Like, I'm not even joking. You guys might think I'm joking. That is literally one of my favorite games of all time.
I guess
love
it
that
is
game.
a battle royale, but you get what I mean.
Yeah.
First-person shooter battle royales.
What would be the
That's fair.
shittiest game to add a battle royale?
Fallout, and they did it. That is unbelievable. People forget that. People also forget Battlefield had a fucking battle royale. They did.
Yeah,
You didn't
Battle
hear a
Royale.
lot about it because it was ass.
Battle royale Firestorm or something.
Yeah, it was Firestorm.
I've
Uh,
never heard of it.
Man, I'm just waiting for Minecraft Hunger Games to release its own game.
The OG?
It makes
Yeah,
no
the
sense
OG.
they haven't already. Seriously.
Have you seen anything about Minecraft Dungeons?
Oh, it
No,
looks terrible.
I think they like just stopped like advertising that. I haven't heard shit since it was announced.
Wait, what'd you say, Kyle?
I'm pretty sure I saw gameplay of that.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
I
it's
know.
terrible.
Oh, I think it looks kind of neat.
Dog, I don't know. You're literally taking like the best parts of Minecraft out.
It's like Minecraft and the love child of like Diablo. It's weird.
Yeah.
I don't.
I don't know. One of my buddies has it, and we were playing it at his house, and I don't know. It's entertaining. Like all the
it's
dungeons are like they're mostly procedurally generated, so every like you can go back to the same spot and it'll be like different. So it's like, and there's like different modes. So, like there's like a normal, and then, like adventure, and then like hardcore. So it gets you can make it as hard as you want, really. So there's a lot.
Sorry.
I don't know. There's a lot into it. There's a lot into that game. It looks pretty cool.
It's just one of those things where it's like I was kind of seeing it. It's like I just rather be playing normal Minecraft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, plus it's only $20 too, so it's not like a full.
I was
like,
gonna
not
say,
full
if it
60.
wasn't like a Minecraft game or like related to Minecraft, I don't think anyone would have gave a shit about it.
That game style is just, I'm just not into it. It like honestly, and this is not me hating on it, but it looks like a mobile game.
No. No.
I think it does. I don't know. It
It does
doesn't
look
like
cheap.
a whole lot to it. Yeah, it just
That
looks-
one does look a little cheap, but in general, like that style, there are because I know like Divinity Original Sin has the exact same like style of like camera perspective and how you move your characters and whatnot. I just disagree.
Damn, maybe I'm thinking of a different game, because that is not the game I'm thinking of. I might be thinking of something completely different then. I don't know. I thought it was something else, but Minecraft, good game though. The best,
Very good game.
The OG, literally the OG Battle Royale.
And I'm like, I shouldn't say I'm not surprised because I'm really not, but I feel like they could have easily just made like a Minecraft Battle Royale game on its own.
I'm glad they didn't because I feel like the charm of Minecraft is that people
Doing it
can just-
yourselves. Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
will.
Mm,
So
yeah.
you don't even need to. I like the fact that they've kind of been
Mhm.
hands off when it comes to like
Yeah.
specific game modes, specific setups. Leave it
Yeah.
up to the player base.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
think
that's
they've done that
true.
really, really well.
That's
Mhm.
that's a great point too, because I tried playing like on a Hunger Games server. All the magic was gone. Like the player created like lesser. They're just so polished. And like the best part about like some of those were like people just made those and weren't all that like incredible with Minecraft. That's why I love those, especially on the 360, because you had to like get someone with a world that they made. Like that was the best, because you literally had no idea what was going on. So much fun. But yeah, I think these are some good gamer talks here.
We gamered out, fellas.
Yeah.
My fellow teens, my fellow gamers.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was some Game Boys.
Captain Price is back in Warzone.
I did see that. Imagine playing as Captain Price when you could be playing as Mara. That's all I'll say.
You
Us Warzone gamers will get.
know, you want to know what's better than playing as Mara? Having a teammate who's playing as Mara.
Whoo, buddy. This is why Fenner and I get it. When I'm
Dude,
playing
I might
Mara,
just
he's
hop
playing
on
Mara.
Fortnite just to see best Fortnite butts.
Oh, my favorite YouTube channel. Check out, everybody check out our affiliate channel.
Our secret channel.
No.
Don't do it.
Oh.
Don't give
Oh,
away
yeah.
our secret channel.
Only I can watch it.
Well, we'll plug it anyways. We found a channel once called Fortnite Best Butts, and it's exactly what you think it is. Demoing all the newest
Fucking
skins
sick.
and all the nicest asses of Fortnite. So it's a real treat.
It's awesome. Oh my god. How would I choose
If,
what
if that's
skins I
not
wanna
peak
get?
gameplay, I don't really know what is.
Man, see, this is the kind of stuff I wish I had that, when we were kids growing up and playing games. It's like, maybe I want to see, if I was playing Halo Reach, it's like, man, I want to see these new Spartan outfits. I want to see Master Chief ass.
Well, I don't
No
know. These games are getting a little too sexual, though, and these kids are playing these games. I don't want my kid exposed to that type of shit. No
Yeah.
way.
Right. Like, if I'm playing, like, I wish I could have, like, played Black Ops 1 back in the day and saw Mason's ass. Why couldn't I see
Oh.
that?
He could give me the numbers.
Oh,
Oh, give me the numbers, Mason.
Oh my god. I wonder what other games. Because Smash, obviously.
Oh,
yeah.
boy.
We don't even
What
need
a
to go into
horny
that
community
one.
Smash is.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
For anybody who has Super Smash Bros., if you go into, like, the shared content, you are asking for it. Because, boy, you're going to see some things you cannot unsee. I'll tell you that much.
That night we went into it for the first time.
Oh, boy.
How would one get to this shared content?
Oh, you go to online,
no more.
you get to shared content, and your
That's
bot will
it.
take care of the rest.
On the Switch?
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Maybe if we want to debut some Smash gameplay, maybe that's what we can do. Go on to the custom game modes.
We're going to
Check
talk
out a
about this
couple
more
of those.
after the pod because I think
There's
this is a
something
really
there.
fucking good idea.
There's something there.
We can go to the Isabel map. I think you guys know
hey,
what I'm talking about.
no spoilers.
Don't, yeah.
Save it for the video.
They have to, you know what? If they want to see that content, they can subscribe to us on all streaming platforms, specifically YouTube.
Tell them.
So if you want to see some best Fortnite butts, subscribe to the Farmcast. No guarantees.
We always have the freshest asses.
Yep. Always breaking the ass news. All the butt stuff.
If you follow Doc Firmer on Twitch, he
Yep.
will actually show you his asshole every time you sub. So
All right, good.
It
Yeah.
happens. Every time you subscribe, it's crazy. He just keeps doing it. We're like, Fenner, you're violating Twitch guidelines. He's like, no,
Fenner,
no,
stop
no.
showing us
I
your
must keep
asshole.
going. Why do you think I keep
I don't
gifting
care.
subs?
Yeah, I simply don't care.
That's why I subscribe, make another account, subscribe again.
Keep it on OnlyFans.
Absolutely.
I've made like
Only
20,
Fenner.
20 burners just to see Fenner's asshole 20 times. Anyways,
It just keeps going.
It just keeps getting better.
It
honestly.
never quits.
you know, it's crazy. You think after first 10 times it would get old. Doesn't.
Mistaken.
Yeah. But I think that does it here from us at the Farmcast. A lot of gamer talk. Literally all gamer talk except for the asshole talk.
Well, a little too much asshole talk for my liking.
I would say not enough.
Depends who you ask.
Not enough.
Yeah, I think we'll have to have a
Stay tuned
Never
for the
mind.
butthole cast.
But thank you for listening and staying through this episode. Make sure to subscribe on all platforms on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, and YouTube, especially on YouTube because we will have visual content up there if you want to see some other stuff, as well as some gameplay videos, some more gamer stuff. But thank you for staying tuned to this episode. Follow us on social media at the Farmcast Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And yeah, that does it from us. Continue the discussion about Fenner's asshole, and we will see you on the next episode.
Please continue the discussion
Take care.
about my ass.
Stay safe. Bye.